Goldie, Zoom, shit in the bed. That's some bad product placement, Zoom. Get your shit together. TPC 120, June 21st, 12:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Take 2. Kevin Burnside. Not even going to redo that whole introduction because that won't be genuine. But you're a Paralympic athlete who my friend Nick Phelps put me in touch with. And we're doing a podcast. And we're going at it. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Kevin Burnside Jr. here. Paralympic hopeful for 2022 for Nordic skiing and biathlon.
But what? All right, you got to excuse me. What is a biathlon?
Basically, cross country skiing and target shooting. So you ski
okay.
You shoot down and shoot 5 shots.
Yeah, I remember the first time I ever saw that. I think it was like winter 2010, maybe after. It was like my freshman year in college. And I remember it was like after finals in Valdosta, Georgia, deep South Georgia. I was with my friends and we were like just shit-faced at a bar. And it was the first time I'd ever seen it. And I was like just watching skiing, and then they all pulled out rifles, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Am I just pissed drunk?" Or
dude, that's what they're like. You guys pull out a rifle? I'm like, yeah. It's like they handed to us in for sit skiing. They handed to us when we late.
Yeah,
actually, and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah. It's really fun, actually. Yeah.
Oh, no, it looks badass. The first time I was like, oh, man, this is intense. Like, this is how they take out the competition. So if you fall behind, you can put a slug through their arm or something. But what got you into that? What made you want to do that? Because as we're talking, it seems like such an odd, and this is coming from someone that can barely dribble a basketball, so I'm not shitting on it. It's like an odd thing to... What led to that? Did you get into skiing, or did you get into target practice, and it just kind of...
Actually, I lost my leg back in 2012.
Okay.
And it got brought to my attention then when I first lost my leg, and I was rehabbing up at Citron, and I play all my adaptive sports through there. So they're like, hey, try out skiing and biathlon. I'm like, all right, I'll get back into shape. I started doing that kind of training, and a recruiter came up to me then, and he was like, hey, you should really try it out. And I'm like, no. I'm a ball player. I'm like, that's not my thing. Six years later, I lost my other leg, and it got brought to my attention again. And I was like, hey, I should try it out now.
Yeah.
And I got more serious about it then.
Yeah.
So I was like, away from basketball, and I'm like, all right, let's try something different.
Yeah. Yeah. How old are you right now?
30.
30? All right. I don't know why I thought you were younger than me. I'm 29. I turned 30 in like 6 or 7 weeks. I'm glad you're older than me. Makes me feel younger. How did you lose your leg? What happened?
I was born with spina bifida, so it was a neurological disease, and a birth defect. And I actually had a sore on both of my feet at 2 separate times, and just couldn't heal right. And that was the best option to save it. Damn, man. It's so, and you gotta excuse my questions as someone that I don't know anything about it. So whoever's listening to this is probably like, oh, you dumbass, why are you? Is it not to compare something as serious as yours to? So I dropped my iPhone like 2 weeks ago and shattered the screen, and I've been using it. And like at first I was like, this sucks. Now I don't even notice it. Is there any similarities with that? Is it just obviously it's a million times more personal than that? No. Honestly, like I forget sometimes. I'm like, all right, I have to go do something different. I'm like, oh, I can't go do that real fast.
Yeah.
Like getting out of bed, I'm usually just jump out of bed. I jump in my chair now, and like when I first lost my leg, I still had my right leg.
Okay.
I get out of bed usually with my left side, and I forgot.
Yeah.
There, and I went to go step out of bed, and I fall.
Yeah. Did it get easier with Did it get easier after you lost your second leg because it's kind of like full commitment? It's just
Honestly, it was like my first time losing. I was like, all right, I couldn't think straight. Honestly, I was like, I can't go play basketball, even though I was still playing wheelchair basketball. I'm thinking differently now. I'm like, I lost a leg now. I'm like, I have to put a prosthetic on now to walk. Like I used to have to put on a leg brace. I used to have to put on a leg brace. That was kind of different than something you have to really put on your whole leg. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Now I have to do. I'm like, I'm getting better with it now.
Yeah, yeah. So
it's more accepting now.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like you would get used to it. So you're gonna hate me. Can you use your headphones? Because now there's a weird like clicking coming through FaceTime. I'm sorry, man. It's started with Zoom shit the bed. Had you take off your headphones? I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, you're good, man. So when you started trying out skiing more. What did a passion really click with it? Like, I never played basketball until 7th grade. All my friends played basketball.
Okay.
And then because I'm just a clinically OCD person, I just got obsessed with it. Played it nonstop, and within like a year, I made it onto like the AAU team. But I never once thought about it before. I had a bowl cut and braces, man. I was a sight to behold. And then just like that, I got bored and went to the next thing. But like, I had never known until I tried it, and then I fell in love with it. Is it something that you're doing or you started doing because someone recommended it to you, and it was like, why the fuck not? Did something click?
No.
Like, what? So, yeah, what made you? Did a passion click? Did something click? You start doing it, and it was like, okay.
Once I got on snow, like my first time on snow, I was just like, wow, this is what I've been training for. It was at nationals, and they were like, hey, we're gonna take you out before we even do any stuff. We came in early, so we're gonna come out and take you out, see how you feel on snow. And it was just like, after that, I was just like, this is what I want to do.
Hell
like,
yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man.
So good.
Hell yeah. What? So how do you ski? What is like the apparatus that you use?
So, it's basically a sit ski. So it's a bucket.
Okay.
It's welded together to like, I have a kneeler. I wish I could show you because I'm actually at my house right now.
Yeah.
I have a kneeler. So I go in knees first, and then I put my butt down. And you basically pull just like you would do in skiing, but we're sitting down. We're using all of our core and most of our back too.
So I'm guessing you just have like abs that put any like Abercrombie surfer to shame.
Honestly, the past 3 years, I could say like since I started skiing, my core just got like strong.
I feel like it'd be like punching a tree trunk.
Like, I was like, I think I never had that much of a strong core.
Yeah.
Like since I started skiing, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Flexing on all those bitches. Just, sorry. Are my abs showing? I'm sorry. Good luck. So, yeah. So, is there any chance of using like dual prosthetics? Is that, I don't know anything about if you have Jeff Bezos money, you could do anything. But in terms of like attainable to people like you or me, is there any hope, or is there any possibility now with getting like dual prosthetics, or is that some like futuristic?
What do you mean by like?
You said you were using one prosthetic after you got your first leg removed, like dual.
Yeah, because at first they only just took one. They took one foot because the other foot was just fine at that time, so they didn't want to take my other foot. Mm-hmm. They find something happened and they took. I actually have both prosthetics. I just got like maybe like 3 months ago during this whole Corona stuff. You can't do anything.
Yeah.
They're like here, but you don't really do anything with them. I know.
Now you got them. So is it they just removed the foot, or the whole?
Part of my 4 inches of my leg they took.
Okay. But you still have down to like kneecaps, past kneecap.
I have my kneecap. Yeah.
Okay. I when you said remove my leg, I thought it was just okay, like up to the hip. I was like, so okay, I didn't know. All right. Oh, okay. So that's what my question was. I thought you didn't have either leg. So in my mind, I was like, oh, I wonder if you could get, because you always see like special ops veterans will have one leg all the way up to the hip. And in my mind, in my stupid mind, I was like, oh, what if you can get two?
People, when they think it too, they're like, oh, you don't have your whole leg. I'm like, no, I have my whole leg past my knee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, dude, I'm a moron. I was like, oh, okay. So in my mind, I was thinking like two like iRobot type legs. I was like silicone.
Wait. Any of that.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I have a completely. So it's more like it's more like the athlete Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is changing my perspective now. Not to compare you to that guy, because I think that guy.
Yeah.
I think that guy killed his girlfriend, but not to draw conclusions. Hey man, correlation, causation. Not having the bottom half of your leg does not mean you kill your girlfriend. It's skewed data. So, damn man. So what is it like competing? Like you said, you were in nationals. So like, how long did it take to get to that? Like, what is? Because you didn't just pick this up. Like, oh, I do this as a hobby. It's you're going for it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a lot of training still. Like even now, there's a lot into it when you're not. When it's off season, it's more, to me, my off season is more my hardest because you really gotta like stay that really because you're like, all right, I don't want to train that day. It's really nice though. I want to go do something.
Yeah.
During the season, you're like, all right, I have a race.
All right.
I have this.
Yeah. No, dude.
That comes into play.
Yeah, I get that, man. In college, I graduated from the University of Georgia in 2013, and I studied for 4 years to get into medical school, and I got into Miami. But normally it was like you're kind of forced to do well because you have a test every like 3 weeks, right? So it's like you can do like one night out with your friends, but then you're like, dude, I gotta hit the library. But with the MCAT, it was like I signed up a year before it. And it was like what you said. I was just like, I got a year. I don't need it. And then I had a friend who was a year ahead of me who was did the same like mindset. And then it got to within like 3 weeks of the MCAT, and he was like, oh my God. He freaked out. And so I was like, kind of what you're saying, like off season. I was like, I need to make my like off season, like I have to use like my own discipline and turn it into like my own like grind, because no one is here making me study for this. Like it's so it was like I would just every day I would like meditate, and I would like just try to freak myself out. I would literally try to be like, you're gonna fail this thing, and I'd be like, fuck, like I know I'm taking it in May, and I know it's Halloween now, but I'm gonna start studying. It was you kind of have to. That's a problem with when you have that much. Isn't there some like philosophical law where like a gas will fill the volume it's put in? It's like the work you have will fill the time allotted.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. Like, and that's like your biggest time. You want to put so much volume in on your ski erg or on your mountain board you go out on. You want to put so much time in. Everybody's like, oh, that's my time where I left a lot in the summertime. Like, yeah, not me. I said I left during more time during my season, and I know.
yeah, man. It's, dude. I find it even with like podcasts. If I get up at like 9 and I have a guest at 3, I will be like rushing to be ready by 3, despite having 6 hours in between. Normally, I try to time it so it's always like 2 hours after I wake up. It's just enough time. Wake up, go for a run, go to the gym. Not really with coronavirus, so go for like a walk. Come back, shower, meditate, get my head ready, let's do it. And that was like what today was. Other days where I have 6 hours, it's the same thing. I'm just like, I just find myself like sitting on a toilet for like 2 hours, scrolling through Reddit, just like, I got time. And then sure enough, the deadline approaches, and I'm like, oh, motherfucker. So, Are there specific, so you said it's all upper body, core. Now, do you have a trainer? Do you do specific workouts? Are there specific machines? I imagine it's not real.
I use a lot of the skier machine. You ever seen the concept rolling machines?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's the same company. They make skiers. It's a standing up version. It's a ski.
Yeah,
and I use it. That's what I use a lot throughout the season, honestly, because I'm sitting here because it's not good on snow for us, so I have to usually chase snow.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like if I were you, I would just move way up north.
And even up there is they get a late start on snow.
Yeah.
Because I go up north at least at the end of October and beginning of November for a camp. So, and they make snow sometimes for us. So last year they had to make snow. So
now, what about so you're talking about New York State?
Yep. Lake Placid.
Yeah. So, fuck that! Isn't that alligator movie?
No alligators up there.
Bullshit, dude. I saw an HBO movie when I was in 7th grade, and I'm pretty sure that there was a 900-ton prehistoric alligator that will bite your balls off from 100 yards away. But what about something I'm from New Hampshire. I'm not there now. Is there any benefit or draw to you to up there in the White Mountains where they literally, I think there's still a ski jump up there.
Yeah, they still have everything from. Basically, they still have everything from the Olympics up there.
Yeah, we go by it.
They still use the ski jumps. They still use the bobsled.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
well, they're just adding to the skiing area now.
Yeah, well, because I always remember when I was little, we'd go by it because I haven't lived in New Hampshire in forever, but we'd always go up there in the winter or summer. Yeah. But I always remember when I was little, my dad would point it out when we were driving home, and I'd always see it, and it'd always scare the shit out of me because it's this giant jump, and then it's at the top of basically a cliff, and it was you're gonna go down that as fast as you. But it had been deteriorating. I think in the last 2 years they're actually refurbishing it.
But, they've been
yeah, and I know there's some world class hotel way up in the middle of nowhere called the Balsams.
Really?
It's 150 years old, man. It's it's like a castle. But some billionaire bought it and he's refurbishing it. But apparently he wants to turn it into the skiing capital of the Western Hemisphere. No bullshit. This guy used to own the Red Sox. He's he wants to be bigger than he wants to be Colorado combined. No bullshit. He's mind you, dude, this is the middle of nowhere. Population 10,000. But he wants to put in an airport just so it's 747 accessible, just so he can bring over a bunch of I don't know, I guess billionaire Eastern Europeans and Russians and Asians and shit.
Hey, more power to him.
I know. So if that is right there relative to you, is there a draw to you? I hate the heat, so I want to move up there anyway. But someone like you, where this is what you do, this is your passion. Is there a draw to you to just move up there and just be go year round?
Honestly, I thought about just looking for a place for just my season up there.
Yeah,
because I could be able to go on snow. It wouldn't be able to all right, I don't have to drive 3 hours away just to get on snow.
Yeah,
and I know get on snow. And I'll be able to train on snow whenever I want. Get the snow time right now.
Yeah. So
it's been one of my things. I'm maybe should I just?
Why don't you just do it, man? Do it.
Just stay up there.
Yeah, easier said than done. You got to go find a place. You got to be able to pay for it. If your family and friends there, it's harder to. I moved around a lot as a kid, so I have a certain muscle, a talent to just leave places. It happened to me involuntarily as a kid, where it's now I can just leave places. I'm not. My family and friends. I'm yeah, I can go. It's why don't you? Are there barriers to it, or is it just you're not pulling the trigger?
It's more all right, I'm more worried about all right, if I leave, is my mom gonna go up there, or it's the next my next step to leave is it's not in New York, it's out west.
Okay.
It's Wyoming or Montana area or places out there, because there's more sit ski athletes out there.
Yeah.
So I can train and won't be able to be by myself training. I have other resources throughout there.
Okay. So it wouldn't be as simple as going from New York to New Hampshire. It would be going across the country. All right. Yeah, that is more difficult. So every time you want to, so just kind of paint the picture for me. So like, so now summer you're just doing all like weightlifting and stuff. It's just
right now it's weightlifting. It's getting as much time on your skier, and you get cross a lot of athletes cross train. So like some do hand cycling, some do wheelchair racing. They find a sport to do, so they're consistently active, right? So like right now, when I get back into my training, I'll start skiing on my skier and hitting the gym at least once or twice a week inside of a gym, like doing my aerobics and weightlifting. Any strength training, honestly.
Yeah. And then come winter, when you say you go up for camp, how long is that?
Usually a week up in Lake Placid. We stay at the Olympic Training Center.
Okay.
And that's the most eye-opening experience ever.
How so?
My first time up there was just seeing the other athletes that you see. Just you just look at yourself and you're like, wow, and you see everybody else that's there, and it's just not your sport that's there. There's bobsled, there's skeleton, there's other sports, and sometimes other countries there too staying. So you're like,
oh shit. Wow.
Yeah, you're like, the last time I was there, I want to say Team Germany was up there from bobsled, and they were sledding down on the track here in Lake Placid. And I'm like, wow. I was like, they actually travel to different countries and slide in different tracks to practice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like,
yeah. I feel like that's gotta light the fire under your ass a little bit, right?
It does, to see everybody else that have the same kind of goal that you do too.
Yeah, dude. There's nothing that will make you go harder than it's like when you're flirting with a girl and you're kind of just flirting with her, and then some other like guy that is like clearly more handsome than you talks to her. All of a sudden, you're like, "Fuck, I gotta step my shit up, right? Gotta shave, gotta cologne, do my hair a little." But it's good. It sharpens the. You know, you can have just Apple, or you can have Apple, Android, Samsung. You can have all these things, and now everyone is forced to just get fucking better. Like UGA, man, I'd go on a campus and I'd go to lecture, and I'd see, you know, I'd be like, oh, I think I killed this grade. You know, I would do well, but then I'd see other kids like blowing it out of the water. Man, is there nothing to just like, all right, I was going to go out and get drunk tonight. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to the library. There's nothing to just sharpen the vision more where it's just like, You're like, you got to go. Because you said it perfectly. You realize it's like, it's not just yours. And there are other people with your goal. I used to have some background on my phone all throughout college, and it was someone somewhere has the same goal as you, and they're working harder.
Yeah, and that's true.
That's how you always got to think about it. Just be like, there's some motherfucker.
And look, and I realized that this year when I went to nationals, and I saw that somebody else was going harder than me.
Yeah.
And it opened, like, when I didn't get picked for that World Cup to go to this year, it just made me, like, come back home and think about everything. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay. I said, now I know what I have to do. I'm like, this person. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to go full, like, stalker. You got to, like, print a picture out of them, put it over your wall, and you're just, like, every day, you're like, that mother. It's like what Mike Tyson would say. He'd be like, every night, like, when I'd have, like, a competition or a match coming up, he'd be like, I dream of this man. Like, I dream of this man, like, beating me, knocking me out, making me bleed in front of my family. He's like, I'm scared to death. But he talked about it as he gets closer to the ring. He'd be like, I'm getting more confident, but I'm scared to death. Like, I feel like I want to vomit, but I'm getting, like, stronger. And I see this man, and this man's going to kill me. And then I step into the ring, and I'm a god. And he's like, but you talk of it, man, you want to get jacked up. Listen to Mike Tyson talking about that shit. And he'd be like, but that's what you got to do. You have to put your competitor you have to build them up. Like at any other time in life, like you shouldn't do that. Never like hold someone higher than yourself. Never, don't put yourself down. Don't be like, I'm worthless, they're better, she's out of my league, that job is too good for me. Never do that. That will crush you. But when competing, you almost have to tactically do that. Like, don't let it eat your whole self-esteem.
Right.
But like you gotta take this person and you do gotta put him on a pedestal and be like, this motherfucker eats nails for breakfast. Right? Right? This motherfucker's gonna take my wife. Like, this motherfucker, like, my dog would like him more than he likes me. Like, you gotta put him up there and be like, I'm gonna fucking crush you, right?
I was just so bad at that point. I'm like, I can't wait till next season.
Yeah.
That's all I said. I just looked at him and just, like, I didn't say it to him, just in my head. I'm like, wow, I can't wait.
You're like,
I think he deserves it. I think he deserves it.
Yeah. That's the important part, though, is also to remember that it's just like a competition. Like, like the worst thing I ever did was like become friends with the guys at UGA that were also trying to get into med school, because it was like, here are these guys that I'm like directly competing against. Because like where I got in Miami, 15,000 people applied, 150 got in. Like you got to be the best, and like it doesn't help when I like become friends with them. It's like one guy from Africa named Obi, another one from South Korea named Sung Yup, who I'm still friends with to this day. And all of a sudden you become friends with them and you're like, oh man, these are just like cool dudes. Like, you guys go out and get hammered together, and you're like, I can't, like, it's like a tactical like mistake. You're like, I don't want to crush these guys. You're like, these are my buddies. So it's, yeah.
And that was the thing, like, the kids are so cool. We're like, when we go to camp, we help each other out.
Yeah.
And that's also what like drew me to more skiing. Is like everybody was more to help you out to get you better, to get to your goal. So it wasn't just like finding stuff by yourself.
Yeah.
So it was like, Eric, come skiing out here and practice with me. You can come anytime you want to. Just get out here. Yeah. Type of thing. That's what drew me more like to get where I want to.
Yeah. You're right. There is like a turning.
Like a little community they have.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. When you start helping each other and you're like, hey man, I took notes in this class and I did, and you just kind of start putting your stuff together. Yeah, that can definitely help. Like one of my friends that ended up going to med school, he was like, man, there are stories from like these Ivy League places where it's like they'll like sabotage each other, like, and it's like there's a level where like the competition is no longer healthy. It's just the term is gunner. For anyone pre-med listening out there, they'll know what it is. It's a gunner. A gunner is someone that's not just trying to be the best; they're trying to make you fuck up, and like. And, like, you can't get there. If you get to them, fuck them. You just got to ignore them. Versus, like, one of my friends was in med school. He's like, actually, it was awesome. He was like, we are all helping each other. Because ultimately, like, if you fail, that's on you. But it was like everyone was, like, helping each other out. You're providing each other with materials. And, like you said, like, come out whenever you want.
Right.
And when it gets to that point, now you don't have this, like, faux enemy. But what I found is, like, once I befriended these other, like, pre-med guys and I couldn't... Instead, what I started to do is I started to just like I started to pit myself against myself. I was like, if I'm not scoring better each week, then like the old me won. And it's definitely, you don't want to be the asshole that like refuses like the community feeling, because it's like, dude, we're all here going to the same goal, right?
At the end of the day, we all want to wear that Team USA across our chest.
Yeah.
It's just, we're all going to be having to compete against each other to get to that.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
And that's anything that you're going to want to do.
Yes. That's definitely like an important aspect of competition is like remembering that ultimately it's just a game, whether it's sports or even something serious like being a CEO or something. Like ultimately, like, not to just take it from zero to philosophical, but ultimately, like, we all die, right? It's like ultimately, It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have $1 trillion. Michael Phelps, like, ultimately, he still die. It doesn't matter how many medals you have. So it's like, remember that it is, like, by all means, like, friendly competition. Be like, I'm gonna fucking eviscerate you. But it's also like, You know, it's also again like Mike Tyson. He would knock people the fuck out, but then he would like reach down and help them up, right? You know, yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I'm picturing this like Mighty Ducks type thing, where is there like the evil team? Is there like who was it in Mighty Ducks? Was it Iceland? They had like the black uniforms, and they're rich as fuck, and the boss, the coach will always have slicked back hair, and it's just or it's like a dodgeball, the Globo Gym, like you know, you always got to have like the better, like fuck them, that's not fun competition. It's
not, and you can see like when the national team finished their races, and you can see when we're still out there, they're cheering us on because they know once they're done. Like we're the next ones in line for them. We're gonna be the ones on the sideline finishing the races, cheering the next people behind us too at the same time. So it's like outside looking, and they know who the people are on the outside looking.
Yeah. But there's no like comical like evil team.
Oh no.
Oh, come on, just not. God damn it. So, how much is it? What aspect is it? Kind of like a level playing field in terms of like equipment, because I would imagine that doing something is like that, like I feel like some carbon fiber, like aerodynamic, super lightweight. I feel like that is an edge.
So when you get to the national team level, you do get carbon fiber buckets.
Fuck
it's like that's my goal, like just to get one of them, just to see them how they move with them. It's just awesome. It's just like wow. It looks so lightweight, but at the same time, they're like, all right, they break because carbon fiber and snow. Not really. You're gonna play around with that. A little bit.
So you haven't used any of that stuff before?
No,
not yet. So fuck.
I would.
Fuck yeah. So you're looking for man. It's kind of like I read Black Hawk Down. And it's like the Army Rangers who are like special forces. Then there's like Delta Force, which is like, you know, fucking, they have like the direct line of the president. Like the Rangers are talking about, they're like, Delta Force is like the Olympics. They're like, they get their gear, all their stuff is lightweight. They get like the gun manufacturers, they said would come in and they would make them custom stuff just like Nike would for Michael Jordan or something. It's like they, you know, they get like their hand, like the grips are just for them. I feel like there's got to be a certain draw to like, you want to go to nationals, you want to go to the Olympics, but part of you just wants to get that dope equipment. They get
like their stuff. I know they get like what was it this year that they got? Well, they all get new jerseys and new jackets this year. I'm like, and like the people that got picked to go to the first World Cup, the second World Cup of the season, and they all got the same thing that the national team got. They all got the uniform for this year. I was like, in the jacket. I was like, wow. I was like, I could have got one of those. I was like, that's so. I was like, my time is gonna come.
Yeah.
I was like, my time is gonna come. I was like, I can't just rush it. I was like, if I rush it, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was like, I just gotta trust the process that I'm gonna take through it.
Yeah, man. That's the hardest part about like long-term endeavors is trusting the process.
It is. It's been
there's almost a religious aspect to it. Like it is like, it's like faith in a way, right? It's like
you got to. A lot of people are like, you just got to trust it. It's not going to come overnight. I was like, and I was like, I don't want it to come overnight either. I was like, then that means it's just given to me.
You don't want it if it's just handed to you, right? There's nothing good about that. It's like a video game. Like the first time you play a video game, like Grand Theft Auto, like you don't just want to punch in all the cheats. It's not fun, man. You want to save up. You want to get the Lamborghini and the fighter jet. Once you've played it a million times, sure, turn on invincibility and infinite cash. But like, you want to earn it because then it's worth having. If everyone got one of those like nationals jackets, who the fuck would care?
Right.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's a cool. And went back home, went to go trade, and all this crowd of stuff happened. And I'm like, okay. I was like, I can't go in and do any more races. Everything started getting canceling.
Well, luckily that it's screwing over everyone. So it's like I feel like it's like an equal opportunity destroyer. like everyone's fucked. Like, so it's yeah. So, but what you're saying, yeah, like trust the process. Your time will come. Like getting into med school, like, yeah, that took 4 years. I started this podcast in December, and like, it definitely like where it's going. I'm very happy with it, but because I'm like a hyper competitive, like type A person, like I'm never happy with, like, I scored in the 96th percentile on the MCAT, and I was really angry because I wanted to get into the 99th. I was pissed. Everyone was like, congratulations, and I was like no, like I want to destroy everyone. With this, like, it's kind of like what you're saying. I'm like, I want it to go faster. Like, I want it now, but it's like, I saw a Warren Buffett quote that really helped me. You know, Warren Buffett's worth like $80 billion. And he was like, some things just take time. It does not matter the effort or the talent involved. For example, you cannot get a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. It just takes 9 months. And it's like, it doesn't matter how hard you go at it, like, no pun intended, but like, it just, some things take a little time.
Right.
How does that, because we were talking about earlier how it's when you have these big gaps of time, it's easy to not hold yourself to a super high level, like, because everyone is, the worst boss you can have is yourself, because it's like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do, yeah, I don't need a diet, I'll have some ice cream now. It's, how does that come into play? Because it's like, my time will come, but then there's also this like, I have so much time, but because there's such long gaps in between, like, I don't know, like the Olympics, like, it's, you also just can't completely rely on my time will come, because like, if a couple cycles pass and you don't make it, that window closes.
Right.
So what is there just like a psychological, like
like you said, like those cycles, those couple cycles, like, so this is my first cycle that I'm actually training for to go to. So it's like, all right, if I don't make it this cycle to go to the Paralympics, that's when it comes into play. I'm gonna move and train even harder so I can be able to get on snow, go somewhere. I'm with somebody 24/7 that wants to be with me, or I'm going out somewhere out further. Yeah. So that's where that comes into play. Me moving to get better.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's my ultimate goal. Like, it's, don't make it this cycle, next cycle, that's my goal to like leave.
You go out and fully commit. Yeah. It might be good, man. Maybe on one hand it'd be like, yeah, you want to make it this cycle and just crush it, you know, young, like, get it early, be a boss.
Right. And I thought I started out late. Yeah. And like, when you think in the sport like that, because it's so high endurance, you need your endurance so much. You're like, everybody's your age. Everybody's maybe went through one cycle already, or going to the second cycle to the Paralympics, and they're already your age, and or older than you. You're like, oh. And like, yeah, people ski all the way up until they're 45, 50. I'm like, oh, okay.
So I got like, yeah.
So I'm like, wow.
So I got like 5 cycles, right? Hey, good. All right. Like,
yeah. I can do this.
Yeah. Because some of those Olympians you see, it's like, you know, they're making it and they get the gold, and like the age comes up and it's like 17 and a half, and you're like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, when you're thinking about it, you're like, wow, so they went through 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
okay, they really,
and you're like, oh man, like, for me it'd be like, oh man, I'm 29, like, nope, that's gone, that ship has sailed, you can't do that. You know, you see someone win a Super Bowl, like Rob Gronkowski of the Patriots is younger than me. And it's like, oh man, like, okay, like that window's closed, right? He's also 6'6" and built of muscle, but you know, whatever. It's, so I didn't know that. So it's less, I guess, hyper concentrated.
It's and when like my sport's more like mental too. It gets you mental.
Sure.
And a lot of people are like, oh, it's like it's so much of a endurance sport. I was like, no. I say, but it plays a lot of mental games, which especially when you do biathlon.
Yeah.
From skiing, you have to worry about getting your heart rate down.
Yeah.
To shoot still, and you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to get.
Do you ever play? Have you ever played Sniper Elite, the video game?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I feel like you'd like it. It's all about shooting. It's all about like, but yeah, that's one of the things. It's like I don't know why I'm trying to compare my fat ass playing a video game to you actually training for the Olympics. But like, yeah, if you can't sprint forever. You got to get down, because if your heart's going like that, the crosshairs are going all over the place. So it's like a whole different tactical. Not that I can in any way relate to what you're doing, but yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm basically an Olympian, all right? So we're the same. But I didn't think about that. What is the strategy with that? Do you reach a point? It's like I have this much distance before I have to shoot.
A kilometer, depending on the race. Say we do a kilometer loop around something, and before we end our loop, we have to shoot 5 shots. So depending on the race, a longer race, if you shoot and miss, they add time. Shorter races, you shoot and miss, you have to do a 150-meter penalty each miss.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so it's 5 shots. You don't want to miss all 5 shots.
Jesus, no.
Yeah, you really don't. Trust me, it takes longer.
Yeah, yeah.
Make it a lot longer. Usually, like your first lap, you don't go as hard. So, like my first ever biathlon race, I didn't go as hard. I shot 4 out of 5. I'm like, oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Like, all right, now you really go hard your second lap, because now you got other people out. Now you know where everybody's at, kind of. So you're like, all right, now I got to go hard, and now you have to get your heart rate down when you go back into the range to lay down. And it's like, all right, it's more like your gun's going up and down, and it's like you're just like, whoa, I can't see anything really.
Yeah, adrenaline's pumping. Yeah, man. And then there's like the psychological aspect. It's not just your heart rate from like the sort of like objectively to move this much mass and this much muscle at this distance, you have to pump this much oxygenated blood. There's a certain part that's sort of out of your control, but then then there's just nerves.
Right? You're just like, damn, do I want to shoot now? I do it to myself sometimes when I'm laying down. When I go lay down, I don't lay down every time the same way, and you're supposed to lay down the same way you came in the first time, the second time. And I don't. Every time is different, and they're like, you got to work on that. You're not laying down the same way.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no! I can tell that after the second shot. Like I know that.
Yeah.
Get that comfort spot, and I'm shooting.
Yeah. How do you train for shoot? Is it just simply like target practice?
Yeah, target practice, dry firing. There's a lot of dry firing you can do. Like I do right now. Right now, it's all I can do is dry firing until I'm able to go somewhere. And
So are you like a sniper?
Nah, I'm not. Like that's like one of my weakest. Like right now is like really getting more time to shoot.
Yeah, I feel like
it's a lot.
Yeah,
well, get your heart rate up and back down. And
I was gonna say, because you can't just go in there calm, like, because that doesn't do you any good. Like, who cares if you can shoot while you're calm? Like, that doesn't mean shit. You gotta get yourself jacked up.
Yep.
Yeah, man, you gotta freak yourself out. You gotta have like 9 cups of coffee and. Yeah, man, shit. So, how hard would it be? How hard is it to actually qualify for the Olympics?
It could take a lot, because you have to earn a certain amount of points to get on a team. You can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna go qualify, and they're just gonna be like, yeah, we're gonna take.
Sure, why not? Come on board, Kevin. Yeah.
Out of nowhere, but no. Like everybody has to be on like at least the development stage. Like you have to at least be on the development team, going on a development team, or on the development team. So, like right now, I'm on the outside looking in on the development team. There's like a handful of us right now that are on outside looking in. Like we had 2 people retired the last past Paralympics, so they say now there's 2 spots open. So there's spots for male and female, visually impaired.
Mm-hmm.
We have impaired people that do it too. There's amputees that do it that are missing like their arm. They'll ski. So there's like a lot of people now that they're trying to make our team the team bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to like equipment and stuff, like badass carbon fiber shit. What's that like elite level of rifle?
Everybody has the same kind of rifle.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody's like everybody starts off with the same. Well, everybody has the same rifle because it's like, as you see in like able-bodied biathlon, you can tell the different rifles. Like an air rifle, it's just a maker. There's a brand. It's just a different.
Okay.
But honestly, I have the same one as the next person on Team USA has. So
Okay.
it's not any different.
Okay. All right.
It's just their mods are different for themselves. Like just me, I need something on mine that they don't need on theirs.
Okay. All right. No Delta Force shit.
No.
Okay. I was thinking that you guys were gonna have like these like yeah. If you can tell, all right. So how psyched up do you get thinking about like getting a gold medal? Or is that something that like is it like dangerous to like let yourself get hope? Do you have to like keep yourself humble?
In a race, it's like always. I can't think every race I'm gonna medal. Like my first ever race, I was like, oh man, I didn't do good. My second race, I did okay. I could have came in first because it was a creational race. I was racing against one other person, so I was like, all right, that's okay. But then my following year, I started training harder and took it more serious, I should say. And I medaled, and I was just like, wow. And I came back home 3 weeks later, and I medaled 3 different other times, and I was like,
oh, shit.
That's even better. I'm
Yeah.
like, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, at these races, am I doing this against these people? Or am I? It's a competition a little bit easier, or at the same time tougher? I'm like, it's in between. It could be in between, and it all depends on who shows up to these races. And I'm being mindful when I'm going into these races too. I'm like, all right, humble yourself, like, because you don't know whatever could happen. You could fall, and the next person can pass you.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since like I started winning those races that year, and I was like, let's get humble, like just be humble. Like, yeah, I won, but like that's not what I want at the end of the day. It's like, okay, yeah, I won those races, I got those medals, but that's not my goal. Like my goal is Team USA. That's just a little achievement on the way there.
Yeah, all those medals are nice, but it's like there's no beating around it. It's like you want Team USA, you want the gold fucking medal, you want you want the waving flag, you want
that.
You want to. Yeah, and no one can even pretend that that's not the goal, right? It's because if you were just doing it because you like it, you wouldn't be competing. You would, you would just be doing it. There's no way of like.
Go out there and have fun, guys.
Hey guys, everyone, let's just have a blast. Yeah, it's again like pre-med friends. No one is like. Everyone's gonna at least apply to like Harvard. Like, you're probably not going to get in, but no one's just like, this will be fun. Maybe I can go to little podunk. Everyone's gunning for the Ivy Leagues. You keep your failures private. But everyone's like, it's like SpongeBob and Squidward, like shaking hands. Like, it's everyone just go have fun out there and may the best man win. Fuck that. It's like, I am going to destroy all of you. I am going to come out victorious.
That's what I'm thinking in my head when I go to some of these restaurants.
You will. You are.
Around that, like,
it's like you will all be crying tonight. I will be I want my face on your wall. Like, so you're gonna hate me. Yeah. So do you got to sort of like, so not even in races, but just like the big picture, like right now, just a random Sunday, thinking about like getting a gold medal, do you have to like, because I imagine that there would always be like a negative thought, like what if I never get it? Do you just have to like not entertain that? It's like Elon Musk said, I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than be pessimistic and right, because what is good about being pessimistic and being right? Ha! I knew I'd fail. Like, congratulations. Why would you want to be right about that?
Right.
Do you have to keep those thoughts at bay? Do you just have to be like...
Well, it does come in like it can never happen. Like, I could always get bronze or...
Fuck that.
So,
fuck that.
Can't think at the same time, you're like, nah, you can't. Like, it's like... you got to be humble, but at the same time, you got to be cocky at the same time. Yeah. A little bit of cockiness.
A little bit of
cockiness.
Just a touch. Just a touch.
And it's not like, if everybody's like, oh, you're so... But you got to be cocky a little bit about what you do.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to... Everybody likes a humble person, but you know that same humble person has a little bit of cockiness to them when it comes to... When they're not around the people that they need to be humble.
Yeah, by yourself.
When they are around the playing field, they're cocky.
Yeah.
I say.
Yeah. Yeah, you
got to be around that. When you're around your competition, that's when the cockiness comes out. You have to be that. Like I know I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, you got to have that. Even if it's like that quote, like, can a scared man be brave? And it's like, that's the only time you can be brave, because otherwise it's not bravery. Like, you have to... It's like talking to a girl that's out of your league. Like, how does that guy talk to that girl? She's so hot. She's so far out of his league. And it's like, well, he's confident. But you talk to that guy, he's like, man, I'm scared shitless. But you got to put on the mask of confidence. Like, that is like a weapon. Like, who is it? There was someone I can't remember who it was in the NBA. Who's the most famous shit talker? I feel like there's one. I can't. Was it not Michael Jordan? I don't want Michael, Kobe. I don't know who. Iverson. There's one that's like notorious. People are always like, he's just always just fucking spitting in your ear. But like,
who is it? Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
Who's the wide receiver for used to be the or I don't know anything on the Seahawks? Sherman. Didn't Sherman always talk shit?
A defensive back?
Yeah. Sherman always talks shit, and like, I'm from New England, so I like the Patriots. But everyone's like, man, fuck shit. Yeah, awesome. All right, good. But everyone's always like, fuck Sherman. I'm like, yeah, like I get it, like, but I'm also like, dude, shit talking is part of the game, man.
It is
psychological. Like, get in their head.
You don't see as much in skiing.
I would imagine,
you know, just like how they line up.
Oh yeah.
They're just like, all right, I'm gonna beat you. I'm just gonna beat them. Like,
yeah, don't even talk to you.
You can see them like some of the elite level playing field. You can kind of see it, but like they will never show it like out in front of anybody or anything like. Because they keep themselves at that. They have to keep themselves at that standard. Yeah. You're representing Team USA, and I understand that, but like, I know. And everybody else knows this. Every athlete's gonna be cocky about their what they do.
You gotta be.
Like, first, I want a gold medal, and then I'm gonna be a little bit more cocky about my competition. Fuck
yeah, you gotta be, man. You gotta be, dude. If you're Tom Brady going into a Super Bowl.
My bronze medal I got for nationals. Like, I was so humble about it because I didn't know I was getting it.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a kind of a shock.
Okay.
And I got a bronze medal? Wait, what? And just like,
yeah.
Oh. And like, then did that come back? I came back humble about it. And I'm like, someone's like, you could be a little bit cocky, you know? I'm like, why? They're like, because like that's something big. Like you gotta have something that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this would be. I could be a little bit.
Yeah,
like, yeah. Started like opening it up for me. I started getting sponsors, and I'm like, Okay, I was like, yeah, I could be a little bit more cocky about what we're doing now. They're thinking about it, please. They're like, it's not even being cocky, just start saying more about it.
Yeah. It's like it's tactical cockiness. Because man, if you're too cocky and then you get your ass whooped, it's better to get your ass whooped, but you went into it humble, because then there's no like told you so. Like if you're a quiet NFL player and you get beat, it's like whatever. If you're Sherman, there's an extra level of like you know, but there's also, it's pros versus cons. There's also the benefit of being cocky, because that might enhance your chance of being winning. If you can get in the other guy's head, because if the other guy's being humble and you're being cocky, that humble guy might be like, that dude is so fucking confident he's going to kick my ass. He doesn't even have to be safe and be like, I'm going to be cocky just in case I don't win. You're like, this motherfucker is like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to kick your ass. Like, dude, that is definitely like a strategy. It's just, if you lose, make sure you go somewhere and shut your windows and get off Facebook.
Hide in your closet.
Yeah, really. Just, have a fallback plan. Make sure that you've got like another passport with a different name. You know, bail out. So, you mentioned it. I wanted to ask you. You guys doing like 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, what sponsorships did you get?
So right now I have the Fitness Mill Gym. It's in New York Mills, New York. It's a local gym. He grabbed on sponsorship. I have ICANN. They were my mentors when I was younger, when I was growing up.
The med school?
They jumped on sponsorship. Whitecoat Realtors and their sister company, Property Sisters, and also Citron. That ski for.
Fuck yeah. Is there like is there the equivalent of like a Nike? Is there like, or is it Nike? Is there like a ball and out?
That could be a goal, but like I know once you're on Team USA, that's like Nike sponsors them.
Yeah, you can't really beat
and
that.
I know like other athletes probably have like a separate sponsorship from Nike.
Yeah.
On personal.
Yeah.
Like, there's a girl on the national level team, like she has killer sponsorships, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, but she's also won Paralympic medals. She's a Paralympic and then summer and winter.
Right.
So it's like there's benefits.
Yeah,
there's benefits
absolutely, man. It's like
Olympics.
Yeah, man. You mean you do your podcast well enough? Joe Rogan just signed $100 million deal. $100 million. Do you know that?
No.
Signed exclusively for Spotify starting in 2021. He's taking off all his stuff from YouTube, going to Spotify. They're giving him $100 million, a tenth of a billion. Yeah. So it's like Kim Kardashian got signed like a couple days ago exclusively to Spotify. I guess Spotify is just trying to like mop up with. They're just trying to win the podcasting game. I don't know shit about business. I have a biology degree, so maybe that's the way to go.
I guess so.
Yeah. So my cocky ass, I emailed Spotify and I was like, hey, I know you guys just signed Rogan and Kardashian. I'm not making this up. I actually did email them, and I was like, I will like, you know, you gotta sell you tactical cockiness. I was like, I will take down my stuff from YouTube and exclusively go on Spotify. And I got like a very nice response. They're like, hey Tommy, like, no, but and it was just, hey man, you gotta grab your balls. You gotta pretend like you're 15 feet tall. So,
right. Especially something like that, you see, you have to like, go for it.
Yeah,
like,
why not? What's the worst that can happen?
Like my skiing, like it was out there. It's been out there, and nobody jumped on it from the area. Nobody wants to jump on it from my team, from our adaptive sports program. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to do it anymore. And so it's like they had two other people that used to do it, and they just moved away and have nobody. I'm like, why not jump on it and store the opening from there?
Yeah, you gotta go for it. Well, why not?
They're like, hey, you gotta, like I said, you gotta try a summer sport, and I'm like, I tried hand cycling. That was fun. That was the most intense. I could say sometimes it could be intense because I did like my first day. I did 30 miles on a hand cycle without even being on a hand cycle.
Jesus Christ!
And like they're like, all right, it's like, how did that go? I was like, it wasn't too bad. I was like, it was actually fun. I got to learn the different speeds and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that's probably something that I want to do competitively, want to train for. I mean, it's good exercise, and just to cross train and not to compete probably.
Yeah.
And I got asked about sitting volleyball when I went to camp. This last past year, I went to Nordic camp. One of the guys is like, hey, he was doing bobsled. He was like, hey, have you tried sitting volleyball before? I'm like, nah, never tried that. Never even seen it. I'm like, I've seen it pass on like maybe a YouTube like highlight real fast.
Yeah.
If you sit there, like, you'd be really good. They're looking for double amputees, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay,
all right.
I'm like, okay. And he's like, I'll get you hooked up with the development guy. The development guy emailed me. He's like, can you make some videos? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I don't do volleyball though. I was like, I don't even do volleyball. I just wanted to do any sport, so I sent him a wheelchair basketball video because we all play wheelchair basketball. Sent him one of those videos. He's like, you should come to one of my camps. I'm like, oh, okay.
All right, fuck it, why not?
I was like, so the past 2 months they've been trying to figure out how to make a camp, and hopefully at the end of July I'll be going to Oklahoma City for a camp.
Oh shit! All right, that's badass, man. Yeah. Shit. All right. If you're going from skiing to cycling to sitting volleyball, I need to broaden my horizons with this podcast. I need to fucking send it to more places. Yeah, man.
Yeah, my main is for my winter. It's gonna be my skiing.
Yeah.
And once they said, hey, try out that, I'm like, wow, I could go for winter and summer. What? Two different places.
Dude, there might be a benefit to that, man. That will keep you razor sharp if you're always competing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I've never done it, but yeah, imagine if you did like a winter and a summer one.
Yeah, you're always like, you're constantly going to be always on the
in that A game. You're always going to be. Yeah, you don't want to do too much because that might inhibit your ability to do any of them well if you're trying to juggle like 9 things. But yeah,
at least a 6 months gap in between, they're going to give you like, you're going to have your time before you have to switch over to your next sport. So it's like at least your body or a couple months rest.
Yeah. Yeah. But I imagine that would just enhance you in every way, from sponsorships to getting on teams to notoriety. Just be like, here's an individual that like, because if that's a guy looking for volleyball and he told you to just send him a video of any sport, clearly he was just looking for your athletic ability. So, I mean, why wouldn't that same pattern carry over into bigger and better things? Like, you know, here's a guy, he just won gold medal in volleyball. Why wouldn't that enhance your chances of getting on like the ski team? Like, why wouldn't it? It's just, if you just have the grind to be able to get like,
and that's what shocked me. I was just like, he was like, hey, he's like, and he just messaged me. I was like, wow. I was like, that email, when I saw the email, he's like, don't get your plane ticket yet, but there's gonna be a camp. I'm like, wow. I'm like, this is really cool. I was like, as like skiing opened the door for other things for me to go do. Like,
shit, man, that get that tactical cockiness.
Yeah,
you're like, bitch, I'm in 2 sports. Like, you know, I'm gonna beat you in skiing, and then I got another thing after this. Like, hey, man.
A lot of guys do other sports, and I'm like, I have to find something else.
Yeah,
to keep behind in that grind mode.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. If you win, you gotta get like an Olympic tattoo or something.
Oh man, yeah. Somebody already has an Olympic tattoo too, and I was like, oh, I'll get a better one than that one. I'm like,
but you gotta get there. Don't be some dumbass that gets it beforehand, man. It's like those jackasses that get like the Super Bowl tattoos before they play.
Oh man,
fucking morons.
They're so stupid. Or the gay ones. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, you can't. If you're a Patriot fan, yeah, maybe. No.
Yeah, Patriots, you could pull it off, maybe. You got Belichick and Brady. That's a safe bet. Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah. I don't like Gronk. I'm done. I don't like Gronk anymore.
Well, Gronk left. Yeah, what a bitch. He fucking left.
You don't want to play last year, but you play this year.
Like, that's some horseshit, man. That's like, I'm sad Brady's leaving, but I also I think I respect him too much to not like him. I'm like, hey, he's given more to this team. Like, I've got to see more Super Bowl wins between my 10th birthday and 30th birthday than most of my Atlanta friends will ever see in 5 lifetimes. And it's like, he's been taking pay cuts his entire career. If he wants to go get that cheddar, more power to him. He's given us six trophies, 9 appearances. I wish him. I wish he was still here. And if we play him, I want to kick his ass. But I got nothing but love for Brady.
And that's the same thing. Somebody asked me the other day, they're like, "You're a Patriot fan, right?" I'm like, diehard Patriot fan. I say I watched Tom Brady when he was in Michigan, so I followed him once he went to.
Okay.
So I followed him once he went to the Patriots. So I was already a Patriot fan when he was.
Okay.
They were like, "Okay." They're like, "So you gonna follow him now?" I'm like, "I'm gonna be a Tom Brady fan." Die-hard Patriot fan. They're like, okay. I'm like, I'm not gonna root for the Bugs.
What the fuck? No. Yeah.
His performance.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I get you entirely, man. It's like, I want him to do well. Part of me, I want to see him win a Super Bowl because I think that would be awesome. Just so, because sometime in the future, someone's gonna be like, it wasn't Brady, it was all Belichick. So I wanted him to win for his own own pat on the back, and I also want Belichick to win another without him. I want them both to win their own.
That's what they know, because a lot of them were like, was it the system or was it Brady? I'm like, I was like, a little both. It's 50-50.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Part of me thinks Brady's going to go clean up by himself. Part of me really wants to see Belichick win.
I think Belichick's going to win really well.
I think Belichick's going to win a couple more, and it's going to be nothing. It's going to be oh, fuck, Belichick.
Okay, what's the system then?
Yeah, man, I love Brady, but no, ultimately I want to see Belichick win. Yeah. I mean, ultimately I want to see the Pats. I want to see Belichick win. I don't want him to win one more. I want Belichick to win 5 more with just no-name people, right?
And I feel like they're just waiting for that kid out of Clemson.
Yeah.
I can't think right now, but the kid out of Clemson, quarterback out of Clemson. And I was like, you really think so? That's look who Belichick is. He's a really mastermind coach. He's genius with stuff like that.
He's a freak.
He's already know who he's gonna want next year.
Yeah. It's
on quarterback.
Yeah. But I don't know. But I don't know. I want to see Brady win. Part of me, I don't know. I'm a little sour.
I really liked the Bucks. So I was like, but at least he went to somewhere where there's a young up and coming team.
Yeah.
Not he didn't go to the Seahawks or he didn't go to a team where where it was stacked at.
Yeah.
Where they just needed a Brady.
Yeah.
He didn't go.
Yeah. I'd like to see Brady win one. I mean, I'd like to see them win because, why? What kind of an asshole would I be if I wouldn't want other people to enjoy the same thing I've got to enjoy, seeing my team win? That'd be awesome. Think about being a Bucks fan right now. Think of how cool that is to be. You're we fucking got who? We got Tom fucking Brady? That's awesome. Why would I not want them? I was 11 when the Patriots won against the Rams. Why would I not want some 11-year-old to get to see that? What kind of an asshole would I be?
To see that on TV was the best thing ever. You're wow.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, I would be happy if I was that 11-year-old, 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And to get that.
Yeah. But
and other Bucks.
Yeah. But I only want him to get one. He can have one.
One, yeah. I think he only has one more year left in him, though.
Yeah, I hope he gets one, because then he'll have 10 Super Bowl appearances. He'll have 7 trophies. He will be the undisputed GOAT, and he'll be able to say he did it without Belichick. I want that for him. I don't want any more for him.
Right.
I'm setting a glass ceiling for him.
I think a lot of people are like, he needs something, like the whole LeBron and Michael Jordan thing.
Yeah. You gotta go do it. Yeah.
You have to do it without somebody else.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, you can't just win the World Series with the Yankees. You also got to go win it with. Man, Brady should have gone to the Dolphins.
Oh my God, that would have been or the Bills. That would have been a slap in the face.
That would have been a kick in the balls, man. Or if he went to Atlanta, that would have been. That would have been awesome.
That would have been funny.
That would have been brutal.
Good team too.
Yeah, I lived in Atlanta for 15 years, man. Talk about a microcosm of like not being cocky. When the Super Bowl happened between them, I went in super humble. All my friends are still in Atlanta, and I was like, "Hey, man, like if you win, I'll be happy. If the Patriots win, I'll be happy." And they were all like, "Fuck you! We're gonna crush the Pats." And I was like, I was trying to like offer the olive branch, and I was like, "Okay." And then the Patriots went and slaughtered them in the second half, and I just graciously. I'm like, hey man.
Me and my roommate, and he plays on the Citrus squad, and he's like, if anybody could do it, it's Brady.
Yeah.
Come back. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, watch, and it just unfolded from there.
He just fucking did it.
I was like, that's just not just happening. I was just like, the whole first half, I'm like,
that was brutal.
It's like, it's like you guys are just
shit in the bed.
Yep.
And then he fucking did it.
And it was just like, wow. He did that.
You know, my only fear though is because the last Super Bowl the Pats won was technically in 2018, right? Not the 2018 season, but it was in the year 2018, right? My only fear is Babe Ruth left the Red Sox in 1918. Best ever. My fear is like, are we walking into another curse? Are the Patriots not going to win for 86 years?
Oh, no.
1918, 2018, trading away the GOAT.
Well, I don't know.
It's too similar, man.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think.
Because Brady's old.
Yeah. He's like, what, 42? 41? So, like, he has a year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like this is his first year. That's true. It's not like they traded him and then he went and won 6 Super Bowls somewhere else. The one thing, we'll go on this note, the one thing I always think about, though, is, like, who is the guy that injured Bledsoe? Like,
yeah.
Who's that guy? Because that guy has arguably had the largest impact on the NFL.
Like,
ever.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Brady probably had the most impact, but number 2 is the guy who injured Bledsoe. Like,
I think the guy that injured Bledsoe had the most impact out of this whole thing, honestly. If it wasn't because of him, Brady would have never got that start.
No. That's what I think about.
Look where Brady was at the Columbine. Who wanted to be that guy?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I always think about, like, what if that guy was young and he, like, looked into a crystal ball and it was like, you will be the most influential player ever in the NFL. And it's like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm going to be the best ever. And it's like, no, actually, you injure a guy and then the guy that replaces that guy is the best ever. You were just a guy. Like, but I don't know, man. I feel like that guy should get a Patriots ring just as like a...
like, hey, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. Hall of Fame for having the most indirect impact on the NFL. Maybe it will happen, man. Maybe. How pissed off would everyone be if some kid comes into New England and just wins 6 more Super Bowls? I would love it.
I would love it, and you would have so much hate around us. So
I would love it. Like, think about everyone, like,
you guys are not going to be anything for a lot of years. I'm like, I'm okay with that. Look what I just had.
Exactly. Like, I'm okay with, like, never seeing a championship again. I got to see the Celtics, the Red Sox, the Bruins, and the Patriots multiple times each.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I mean, no, I mean, I don't mean in person. I just mean as a fan. Like,
it's bad, yeah.
Like, who the fuck ever gets to see that? See,
I'm a Nick, so.
But yeah, it's like think of how happy everyone is that like Brady's leaving New England. It's like we're dismantling the Patriots, but what if the Pats just they win like 6 out of the next 10, and it's just like motherfucker.
That's what it's gonna be if they win this year. I'm telling you, nobody's gonna be able to say. They're gonna be so mad. Like, you're cheated. They already had the videotapes.
Yeah. Or it's all a tactical move. Brady left, but he's still loyal to the Pats.
Right.
He went over to steal some information. The ultimate redemption arc would be if Brady does 1 year at the Bucs, comes back to New England.
I have a feeling that
I want to believe. I want to believe.
I said that, and I said that to somebody that's like a diehard Patriot fan on Facebook. He does a lot of live stream. I was like, what if he's a rental piece for a year?
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe they just want him off for a year than to retire with us.
Yeah.
Like, this is all like it's already planned out. Like,
this is all Belichick pulling the strings.
Is it like Robert Kraft and Belichick? I wouldn't put it past them.
Me neither. And you know that they would
their money to like really give them the money, and because you got to think we have more money next year too.
What if it's all a tactical move? Dude, I wouldn't put it past him. And when he retires, they're gonna release a video, and it's gonna be like a video from when he's traded. Right. And it's gonna be like a behind the scenes, like it's all you're gonna see it up on a whiteboard. It's gonna be Belichick, like you're gonna go to the Bucs, and what he will go down as Darth Vader. He will go down as the best. You heard it here first. If that happens, me and Kevin, give us the accolades. Let's I'll text you, man. Let's definitely. I'm booked through like the next 2 weeks, and then I'm going up to New England for 4th of July. But I'd definitely like to do what? Why'd you give him that face?
You were going up to New England.
Yeah. I'd definitely like to do another one with you, man, and I'll try to field some like Q&As or something, because I bet there's some people, because like I enjoyed this conversation, but I'm guessing there are other, disabled athletes that are listening. They're like, you dipshit, why didn't you ask him about X, Y, and Z? So I definitely want to do another one with you, and we'll field some questions, and or we can just talk Patriots conspiracy theories.
Hey, that could be a good thing too.
Hey man, I'm fine with it. It's my podcast. Do whatever the fuck I want. There's no boss here, dude. I'm the boss. Whether that's good or bad, we can do whatever I want. I don't give a shit. All right, man. I will. I'll text you when this is uploaded. And thanks for doing it, man.
You're welcome.
All right, buddy. You take care, man.
You too.
Peace.